well, and that is just absolutely absurd, as we've seen a lot of times. However, Luna has lost like every game. Luna, I think, is 0-5 in the DPC.
No, I think it might just be actually, yeah, because we had it earlier. Well, I believe yesterday, right, picked by one of the CIS teams. Huge fans of it, and it's just not been working out. So I'll be interested to see if Secret can indeed make it work here.
And they do this aggressive tri-lane. I was like, this is the only thing that I could see from it. So everybody gets that bonus damage when you're in this aggro tri-lane, and it is Bane and Willow, triple ranged hero versus a very, very weak safe lane tri-lane from Liquid. So that sounds good. Mid lane, this is Storm can play around this matchup. I feel like at 3 you have a chance of killing and threatening with your Vortex, but overall Morphling does excellent in this matchup.
So in that top tri-lane, you expect Secret to be finding kills up here, or is it just purely to just bully away this IO?
It can be both. They just have better harassment, better kill threat, and better damage and rest. It's like an overall just way stronger lane from Secret in every aspect, I feel. They have good sustain, I guess, on the side of Liquid. That's the one thing with the IO and the Abaddon. But Bane also counteracts that because he has his own ring stab. Right now, it's actually completely even in the last hits. But can feel it get pretty scary as that like level 2, level 3 kicks in with the Lucent Beams being spammed. Your carry actually contributes something. Just making sure that they keep blocking it, these pull camps, so that they can keep at that experience advantage on the side of Secret for the moment. YapzOr though, now it's only level 1. He's getting ran down by the spirits.
Matu. He's going to come in, block him off so they can't keep chasing YapzOr. Now they're going to try and turn. Taiga, he's going to be the first to fall here. As I think, yeah, very close indeed to giving up that first blood, but not quite enough bullets to take him down.
Boxi Zai has a swashbuckle. It wouldn't quite kill him, but he's waiting for it to pop the salve and then maybe attempt for it.
Oh,
and he gets it.
Perfectly done there. Boxi's going to feel pretty sad now. Completely out of regen. Just that last little bit of tango ticking him up, and he's going to have to be cautious down here, and that won't be one.
Could die. If there's a... Okay, he actually doesn't get lucky shot one more time. Has the bash. But that's concerning. Boxi going to have trouble last hitting down here for a couple moments until his courier does come back. And Zai's going immediately for a bottle rush in this 1v1.
No, I mean, he knows as well, with all the attention up top, he's going to have no trouble getting the bottle refill at the 5 minutes as well.
Mid lane, qojqva.
Oh, the verify! Oh, it's so close. Oh, it is extremely close. As, I mean, they're both still looking at one another.
Zai gets the kill bottom in the meantime. Nisha went for a big... Nisha missed like 2 or 3 last hits there that actually hurts him quite a bit now to go for that. So qojqva probably a little bit happy that he's able to walk away with it. His bottle's going to be empty. Nisha's is going to be full. But those have to be a little cautious, and we'll need that next rune. But yeah, huge win bottom. Zai with some clutch plays, just playing around the south. Has the bottle. Lane should continue to get easier for him as top also gets easier for...
Oh, he gets Nisha underneath the tower for a couple of hits here. One more remnant. Is he going to do it? It's so close. I mean, Nisha, he's really dancing on the edge. He's doing the numbers on this. He's still got a bottle charge, and he's going to check for the 4-minute rune, of course. See who's going to get lucky on that top lane. Matu up top. He's got the 1 charges. He's going to turn, try and stand his ground against iNSaNiA. As they'll get the kill. Taiga able to reach in with that finishing fade bolt to take him down. And as it goes with the mid rune, Nisha, he's going to be the one fortunate to grab that for himself there. As Puppey swings across the matrix. Going to get it bottom lane, Zai. Buckle out just in time. And is now Zai out of regen himself. He's out of all the bottle charges.
And a good aggressive move by Liquid. They saw Puppey's Bane go check the rune, which that's a decision you have to make there, right? Like Puppey, he's probably getting the call from Nisha. Nisha needs help.
He's going to come in back to the bottom lane to give the bottle refill to Zai and also get him for the kill onto Boxi. I don't think Boxi expected Matu to respawn and come down here.
Oh, that is really smart. That is really cute. Because then Zai gets to keep himself down here. Bounty rune's going to spawn, and Slardar won't be back up in time for it. They might even be able to make another aggressive move down here as Nisha's setting up with the haste.
qojqva is not quite 6 yet, of course, so he can't go for this 5-minute rune.
Wow, that is such a big brain TP. It seems so simple, but it actually just does so much destructive power with Matu moving his way down there. And that's actually something that I feel like people have wanted to do in the past when they run aggro lanes with Luna, is they want to break it early and they just end up not doing it. Now Seeker actually gets a pretty good time to be able to break it and maybe set up for a kill as Taiga does TP down here.
Puppey, he's going to have that extra setup here with the sleep. Allow time for them to close in and surround him.
He just TP'd too, so he's gonna have to do the long walk back on the Rubick to any of the lanes that he wants to be in. And now Matu's in a safer spot where top, it's always a risky position as a Luna being in those aggro tri lanes. But yeah, it's completely broken and now he's in the safe position and they send Zai to the risky lane. But Zai's already 6, so it's not really risky for him at all. He can actually make great plays with YapzOr up here. Some really, really clever moves, now getting them a 2K lead just at this 5 minute 50 second mark.
6-minute rune, and it's going to be bottom.
Ooh, it's a regen. qojqva, can he get on it? Puppey's already swinging over. Not going to be able to. Puppey fills up all his mana pool.
See, miCKe did lose his curry there. YapzOr having it round and get out there. Side. Bottom.
Puppey.
Asleep. See if they've got enough bashes here. Boxi trying to get the next round of them out, but be a little too speedy with the boots. He's away. Matu.
Tigers thinking we got the lift. They got the bash too for bottom and the rotation from iNSaNiA, but yeah, they can't actually make too many aggressive moves. Whenever you have Abaddon, it feels a little bit harder for you to make that aggressive
Like
play.
Nisha. He's playing aggressive onto qojqva. qojqva's still got mana to play with that. As soon as the vortex is used, though, Nisha feels that there's very little threat. And zipping aggressively like this, trade hits with qojqva.
They've abandoned the top lane though. miCKe is just working on stacks in the meantime since it's just more efficient for him. He's got his Dominator finished, but that's going to give Zai a lot of freedom right now to pick and choose what he really wants to do and what he wants to go for.
They're going to start going on him. They've got a lot of damage. He's going to try with the TP out. They're going to be able to take him out before he's away.
Uh-oh.
Too much damage here from the three of them. Boxi misjudging the numbers there.
That's 3 times now too. Boxi is really suffering this game. He's actually lower level than the carries in the tri lane now, which is not a good sign, as he's the one who really has to, him and the Rubick are the playmakers in this game. qojqva sure as the Storm can make plays, but he's on the back foot as well. This is concerning for Liquid in these next few moments. This Rubick and Slardar are not going to be able to do the impact that they want to, especially like tanking a Morphling is going to be impossible.
Yeah, this sort of, well, the end really to Secret's draft, getting this Luna and playing as they did with that tri-lane setup seems to be something that Liquid's lineup was not prepared for. That they didn't really have a solid answer in those first few moves there. As soon as the laning stage broke open and Secret started being flexible with their position, Liquid have just struggled to really answer it.
They're gonna look to play around top to go for Zai. Zai gets the scan already on the side, and they'll be fine. Zai's also not that squishy, because he went for the Orb of Corrosion build. He's got this chipped vest too, a little bit tankier. Puppey will be able to protect him. He's gonna put a ward down to scout. And Liquid's gonna be aware that there is a ward there now. The way that
Puppey was just dancing around there, sort of teasing them. Yeah, kind of an obvious. Yep.
I don't think he cares if they know that ward is though, because I think now he knows that they have vision there too because of the way they were playing. So he's gonna get the nice D ward, which is just a better position for them. Because then it's gonna give them freedom for movements, and freedom for movements for Zai is pretty impactful right now. So as a Secret, they're gonna have a long window to just sit back and farm and really do anything they want. I don't know how Liquid actually looks to make any aggressive moves themselves. But
I mean, at least not until qojqva's got the Orchid done, but the time that's going to take to build up. Nisha, I mean, he knows that there's just no threat. These heroes do not kill him.
Look how aggressive he's jumping
He's just
in
wave forming up the stairs. You know, he knows these 3 heroes do not bother him whatsoever.
Yeah, Rubick, Lift, and Orchid are the 2 big threats that are going to be that he needs to worry about, and I guess Vortex in the mid game too. But for the most part, his game is going to be pretty free. He's going to have a lot of ease and A lot of ease in those fights. It's bottom, YapzOr. We'll TP out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
miCKe level 9 though, because he was able to just sit back, farm those stacks all by himself. He got all that nice juicy experience. Matu only level 8. So that is the one benefit, at least for Liquid. One positive thing going for them.
Two having to be a little careful here behind the tower. +1 ever comes
miCKe?
in. They could dive for this, but same tone. And miCKe's he's not got that +1 at the moment. He is on his own. He'll start running towards YapzOr. Bramble only catching him the once though. miCKe's still very speedy here. And he's also able to save his creep. So he won't quite lose that. Up top, Zai. He's found himself a kill by this one to iNSaNiA. As he runs him
Puck was
down.
near.
iNSaNiA, he can't juke his way out of this side. Tries to get the thunder off, but they have ways to stop it. Vortex into the crush. They're able to stop him from being able to channel it successfully. So losing a support, but they bait Zai in, and qojqva's able to get a nice kill over towards mid. Nisha and Puppey diving in on towards Taiga.
He's fully morphed up though on Taiga. Quite tanky. Might actually go for the kill. He's gonna full strength morph down, stick up so he can stay on the map. Nice play by Taiga. Secret persisting forward here. They've got their Eclipse with level 3 Lucent Beam too, so their fight's pretty strong. Liquid really wanting to hang on to this tower, while they also have miCKe just farming and pushing up bottom.
About halfway there.
Radiant's
on the axe.
bottom tower is under attack.
Still going to be very good timing here for the carrier.
Boxi just, he's the biggest one that I'm watching. He's really struggling to find farm. He's got the treads, but that just means that his next big item is going to take a really long time. At least he'll be able to be a bit tankier when he runs into the midst of everything. But a lot of spells and a lot of damage that's going to be coming out that if he just runs through, he may just die. The Willow, the Luna, as well as the Pango. Very threatening. There's all these squishy heroes. Yeah, Liquid's draft is very squishy, actually, when you start looking at it like that now.
No, for sure. I mean, as mentioned, you know, obviously having the Abaddon, you're likely to be able to save qojqva from that initial jump. But at the same time, that they've got multiple ways to lock people down here.
Secret's playing for the later stages, though. Sure, they've got this advantage right now, but I already see like Nisha's build.
Yep.
Like he's got Dragon Lance, and then he's just got straight Aghanims ready to turn into YapzOr. It's all about just playing around the Willow once it gets to later stages. You know what that Axe morph with Willow can do. It's way later down the lines, but that's what Secret's preparing for.
Some sort of urgency here from Liquid. I mean, how are we still doing on qojqva's first time? He's nearly there. So 300 gold, and the Orchid will be done. As soon as that's up, right, they've got to make something happen.
Go hunt Nisha. Like you see that Nisha went Dragon Lance, so no Manta is going to be there to protect him. No Dispel. If you can catch him with a couple Orchids, you can easily set up on these kills. So that could be a huge thing, and I think that's when Liquid really needs to kick up that pace. The Secrets they're just chilling back. You can see that they've laid their posture. They're just like, all right, we'll just farm.
You can't let this Luna and Morphling get away with this. Otherwise, you're going to have a very tough time come each passing minute.
And there it is. Orchid done with his arcane ring in his bags too. He's very, very ready to fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Matu almost
attack.
has his Manta. This would be a very good window if they can ever find the opportunities. They're just having trouble actually pushing their lanes out.
Dire's middle tower is
Nisha
under
now
attack.
threatening in mid. They could catch him here maybe.
They certainly can. Telekinesis into the Orchid. They've got it. First move, first reveal of the Orchid. And it's as good as it could be really there for Liquid, getting themselves a kill onto Nisha.
Radiant's
Good thing
middle
they get him right there
tower
too,
is under
because
attack.
they did not have detection on any heroes. That invis would have actually saved them if he didn't pop right there. And now they can transition into a push, which is one of the more important things for Liquid's draft is they really don't have any ways to take objectives or towers. Secret's gonna set up for it though.
Dire's
Nice
top
Orchid.
tower has fallen.
iNSaNiA.
Always gotta run. He's got nowhere to keep himself alive. A shield, that's it. Not quite hitting the 6 yet on iNSaNiA. So YapzOr will pop him.
Stupendous!
Nice kill for them though, as they will also claim themselves 3 bounty runes, so they do slow down that farm rate from Team Secret, and slow down Nisha in particular. But tower
Radiant's
is held.
bottom tower
Secret does make
is
sure
under
that they
attack.
don't let that objective go down. And they do have their Manta finished on Matu. They have a medallion on Puppey too. And that says Roche to me. Yeah, they're running right in. They didn't expect this at all.
I mean, it's so quick here with the Lunar Aura. Even just a few points there, right? 15 minutes in, this Roach doesn't stand a chance. So every little bit adding up between the Lunar and the Morph.
That was before medallion even. Puppey didn't even have the medallion up.
For medallion,
that quick.
Only 2 points in the passive at this stage. You know, that's a good read from Secret, realizing how quickly they can do it. Power of this punches of the Morph and the Lunar at this stage.
And now, although Nisha doesn't have Manta, he has an Aegis to protect himself at least the once from when you do jump on him. So they get more time and more space to just sit back and farm, which is what they want to do on Secret. miCKe is still keeping up. I mean, I say keeping up. He's actually topping the charts still during all of it too. Just wonder what he's going to be able to do in the fight. He's very tanky, very strong.
Radiant's bottom
He'll
tower
be able to deal
is
decent
under
damage.
attack.
But do they have the control to deal with this Morphling is the big question.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Ward down bottom actually is scouting quite quickly.
I mean, Puppey's setting up.
They're actually going to meet top.
Puppey's opening up straight away with the Fiend Strip onto Boxi, but now qojqva's in with the counterplay. Straight in onto Puppey as they take down the Bane, and now Liquid's going to try and chase for more. Nisha. It's a hard one to lock down though. Now Zai's ready with the turnaround. Comes crashing in with the Rolling Thunder. They're able to take down iNSaNiA. Zai's already looking out towards miCKe and Taiga as Taiga also caught by the Thunder. Into control here onto miCKe. Match's got the Eclipse ready to go. qojqva's hit and he slips straight into the fear. As YapzOr sends him back as soon as he's in. As he's left unable to ball lightning back out of there due to that fear from YapzOr. qojqva just goes straight into his death there.
And they can't even get themselves a single kill. Literally nobody dies. They can't even pop the Aegis.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's so crazy that Nisha, when you turn into Rubick, you get the spell too. So he actually had an extra Lucent Beam. So they had like these crazy Lucent Beams inside of the fight because of that. And now getting closer to that Ags, a big win for Secret setting up around that fight. Poor qojqva. Size reveal, the Blink Dagger hit hard. And his Rolling Thunder is going to be back up in about 8 seconds, so they can look to hit again. They still don't have the Eclipse, but they're still really strong around this Rolling Thunder, as we've seen. But just looking to farm up and finish up these items. The Aghanim is about to be finished on Nisha.
Quick.
It's real quick, yeah. It's still not, as I always say, you know, the level 2 morph, 100-second cooldown still. It's not this infinite frequency. It's until you get that level 18. You do have it all the way, always up, but still in the fights, you will have it available now. Just have that Ags finished. This is about to buy it.
Just this constant lead that Secret's holding on to. It's miCKe really going to have a heavy game ahead of him. He's got to pull off a lot of as this carry.
It just feels, it's so scary when they have this counteracting thing of where Boxi, sure, he's got a Blink Dagger, but it's never going to feel the same when you have a Blink on a Slardar compared to a Blink on a Pango with all this. The Pango just, he is the owner of team fights. Boxi's more about setting up and getting these individual pickups in the back, killing squishy supports. Pango does everything, it does feel like. Liquid getting themselves out, getting themselves a little bit more farm, looking to finish up at least the B for miCKe so he can stay in the middle of the fights. Because last fight, he survived, but he had to run away during all that magic.
Start pushing in again, Secret.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Aegis still for a minute.
is under attack.
Aegis still very confidently standing forward.
Be ever so careful with the way that he's in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
They're not
tower
going to be able to
is
kill
under
tier 2 before
attack.
the outpost.
Dire's
Just a couple seconds
structures
shy.
are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Hopefully we'll be able to finish up the mid tier 1.
Amazing what you
push.
find.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Small gains for Liquid.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Now they're grouping up. They have the haste on qojqva. Okay, they're gonna actually look for the smoke play. This should be timed pretty decently around that Aegis. 18 seconds until it's reclaimed. And BKB on mid.
Oh, there's the jump. Boxi's in on a Puppey straight away. They're going to be able to get it with the vortex and the burst. They take down Nisha the once. Going to be a buyback straight away from Puppey. Zai, is he able to chase him for anything? He's not going to. So they
miCKe's
lose the
charging it
Aegis.
again.
They have to use a buyback. miCKe charging straight for Nisha. The distance.
Radiant's
that was
top
very close.
tower
Very nice
is under
assassination.
attack.
But it was
Radiant
10 seconds
structures
away
are
there from
fortified.
even losing Nisha there. So that was the final moments of the Aegis that did protect him.
Still, they're giving a lot of respect to that chase forward. BKB from the IO, just a bit too much for them to jump into. As I mean, without Rolling Thunder, they have
Radiant's
to be a
top
little
tower
hesitant
has
side,
fallen.
waiting for an opportunity perhaps over here. They are split up from their team.
Zai's trying to chase in. Puppey coming in with the wrap round. He has got the grip ready to go.
Is under
They
attack.
get so fast though with this creep.
And he's turning back in on them a little bit.
The spirits are starting to hurt. They're swinging over with the Slardar.
I mean, Matu, he's coming in from the river as well. Zai, he's swashbuckled in for this. Nisha is going to zip it onto miCKe. miCKe pops the BKB, wants to fight this. Secret, they're backing off. Box, he's able to get him with the crush on the Nisha, but now Matu ready to turn with the Eclipse. Moving in over towards iNSaNiA, but iNSaNiA's got the borrowed time going. Zai trying to chase down with the Rolling Thunder. He'll come back to look to take down iNSaNiA first. As iNSaNiA will get the shield off, it won't save him. iNSaNiA goes down. Buyback straight away. Matu, he's out of help. Matu's going to go down. YapzOr, he's able to get the fear onto miCKe, sending miCKe back. As now, Secret, can they get back in on this? Or is it just a case of trying to get out of there? As Puppey, split from the team, qojqva and Taiga, they're heading his way. He's got no TP here either, Puppey. He's looking pretty dead. miCKe coming in with the relocate. As he brings in qojqva straight on top of Puppey. They'll catch Bane on the way out, and now did have to use the buyback from iNSaNiA, but the kills that they got there have pretty much leveled this game flat. Right, as you can see, 11-8, less than 1k in it. Liquid closing that lead that Secret did have.
They're also speedy, especially in that river there. Slardar darts away because of his fast movement speed. The tethered IO with the movement speed creep also applying the movement speed to all of his teammates. They just, if Eclipse is used, Rolling Thunder's used, they've run away and reset the fight and then re-go perfectly.
Yeah.
That's very nicely done. Get themselves now with a small gold lead and a 5,000 experience lead.
And as we're seeing, with the BKB on miCKe, he's pretty much invincible. They can't kill this IO through the BKB.
It's just so speedy as well. He's literally just zooming in and he's doing a lot of damage because of the spirit range that he got. A little bit tough for Matu. As soon as his BKB goes down in the fights, he's food as they can collapse on.
There we go. Quit out in the hunt. Boxi leading the way. Who's he gonna find? Zai. Careful. They're smoked up themselves. Smoke will dispel. Boxi straight in. He's able to get the cross with the side by side. Still able to swatch. Looking out the start. qojqva with a big six. Takes out Puppey immediately. But the fear comes down for YapzOr. In onto Boxi and onto miCKe. They get the 2 kills there. As YapzOr sets it up perfectly. And iNSaNiA is going to try and hide and get himself out of there, but he cannot. A beam comes crashing down, puts a stop to the TP. As Secret will turn things around there. Look to be
Under attack.
a bold move from Boxi, jumping in, getting the crush onto Zai. But at any time they're fighting around these closed areas, YapzOr's going to be looking for that perfect opportunity to send them straight back.
miCKe did not pop the BKB. He just gets feared into a chain stun from the Rolling Thunder in the midst of everything, and that's where Secret can thrive. They do have a lot of damage if they can actually control this IO and stick on him.
Let's look at this again.
As we see it again.
Boom, straight down from YapzOr
Dire's
and
middle
into the
tower
brambles,
is
the
under
Rolling Thunder. No chance for any hero that gets caught by that combo.
And look at this, Roche respawns at a very decent time for Secret again. They'll be able to kill it before the IO back in play. And now Nisha has hit the power stone. So he's gonna probably hit level 18 or just about 18 off of the skill. He's got his level 3 morph, and he's got the talent for the 6 seconds. So he'll be Willow in most of these fights, and his damage is gonna be crazy if he's not.
3K leader for Secret. Yeah, not only the Ags Nisha, but also the original with the Ags Willow.
Dire
Got it
are
good to
scanning.
go.
Oh, he's got it done as well, yeah.
He's got it done.
For 2 games now, we've seen him do it.
Just
And we
rushing
did
that
open with
Ags.
it this game.
I mean,
Yep.
it worked last time.
The last game, it felt like he could go anything. But
Well, yeah, it was a pretty rough game, wasn't it?
yeah.
For whoever. Who was it
Radiant
against Secret in that game?
He was against Nick.
I think it was Nigma, wasn't it? Yeah.
Boxi, he spotted. They actually found him in the tree line.
Into the black seas
No
of
one stands in my way.
infinity.
All right, well, Boxi down, Secret.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Regeneration.
attack.
They want to push on for now. Liquid trying to do their best to cut some of these waves. qojqva top.
Where's the party?
I think they can start to poke. They can start to threaten a little bit and force some reaction back at the very
Dire's
least.
top tower is
Nisha,
under
this
attack.
long range attack.
Dire's
Same thing with
top
YapzOr.
towers are fortified.
The Willow sisters.
He's not quite got the BKB yet on qojqva. How close is he? Not quite there. Ideally for Liquid, they're not going to want to get stuck in until he has that done. There's too many things to really sort of trip him up after he's initiated. He's trying to come
It always
straight
feels
into
scary.
the fight.
Into like Eclipse, into Pango, and you don't have BKB until your part. The fights are like just very difficult.
He might have to
Okay.
pop his BKB,
Damn it.
and he has to. The damage, as you started to see there, coming in from Nisha from the Shadow Realm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Double realm just beating
Yeah.
him.
Huge punches from Nisha. I mean, if Secret can sort of continue to just keep poking these BKB charges out of miCKe, it's going to really weaken his potential in these team fights.
Yeah, they're all committing for spell damage.
And
Boxi
Boxi.
bought pretty much a full axe.
He tried to come back out, but Secret, they're able to sweep back up her and start to set up onto him. Side opens up immediately onto him. And as soon as Boxi's back out into the game and into a lane, Secret take him out again.
More space for them to farm and to look for any opportunities to kill these heroes. qojqva, he's desperately trying to find a location to finish this BKB. YapzOr's already set up against the fear.
He does. He gets the opening again. I mean,
No
YapzOr's fears
hesitation.
have caused such an issue this game for some of Liquid's cause. It's just perfectly done there from the fog. He wasn't prepared for YapzOr to just be sitting around that mid lane like that.
Dire's
And there's so many
top
times I feel
tower
like I
is
see
under
like
attack.
players pump fake this Willow hold. Both times YapzOr didn't pump fake at all. Just lands it. The most ideal time is 40 seconds. No storm. Nisha getting some information with the Willows. The Willow brambles. Backdoor kicks in for a sec. Oh, Puppey isn't back. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is
I don't know
under
when he farmed
attack.
that, but they're slowing down the push here. These spirits pretty obnoxious. And we'll buy time for qojqva to respawn, but still a little time till he has BKB, and Boxi are very far ways away. So his team fight, the team fights overall for Liquid just are looking incredibly hard. They're just into a way more natural team fight from the side of Secret, and they just need these BKBs to deal with it. But even then, feels like they're lacking quite a bit. Everything is really kicking together for Secret.
And it just feels that for Liquid that there's so much that they've got to jump, and it feels like they don't have enough jump. You know what I mean? Sure, Boxi, qojqva, they have ways to get in, but you got to have someone dealing with this more. You got to have someone getting onto these supports. But Puppey and YapzOr being a huge nuisance. YapzOr in particular. If you don't get someone on top of this Dark Willow, YapzOr will dictate when the fight comes to an end.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like Taiga, honestly. It feels like he has to steal like Rolling Thunder or Eclipse or the Fear from the Willow. They need some type of team fighting ability for their team, because it just feels just way too hard.
They don't have team fights. You're right.
They have none.
Liquid don't have a single bit of team fight.
And all the secrets, like I said, everything has come together for them.
Dire's
Aghanim's
middle
also on the
tower
Luna.
is under attack.
As the hardest finished on miCKe, he's a lot tankier. But I'm still feeling like they're gonna lack some
Dire's middle
damage,
tower
lack
is
a
under
lot of different
attack.
things inside of these full-out engagements. Yeah, eyes on Taiga,
Dire's
really. It's
middle
gonna be him.
tower has
The only
fallen.
way that they can win any of these fights, unless it's a big mistake from Secret. We'll see though. As qojqva, he has BKB done. Looks like they're feeling a little bit more powerful here, but it still is to a very strong Secret,
Dire's
who
bottom
has
tower
I
is
believe
under
what, cheese
attack.
on, yeah, cheese on Matu.
Still got it for the push.
See if they can get a good
Dire's
grab.
bottom tower has fallen.
Nisha,
Oh.
maybe they can go for him here.
See if they can get the jump. Boxi is in with the opening. And they got the damage to take down Nisha in time. He's getting stunned, but he's able to get out. Puppey BKB. Nisha now stepping away. They're trying to chase him, but he just turns, stands his ground, starts beating into qojqva. qojqva's got a run, but Snies in with the rolling thunder. On to qojqva. qojqva down for 70. As now they'll turn their attentions over towards miCKe. Eclipse ready to go. They've got the damage firing down onto miCKe's IO as miCKe is trying to escape. Taiga does come in with a storm of the clip. It's enough to bring down Puppey. Maybe Matu as well. He gets another side. Does finish off miCKe though. Taiga will still fall. As YapzOr, he's in with the cleanup. Triple kill for the Willow.
Dire's structures
As
are
it was a
fortified.
cute steal from Taiga grabbing the Eclipse, it wasn't enough to turn the fight as much as Liquid needed. They get Matumbaman, but it's still Secret overall cleaning up big time.
Zai with just the timing for his Rolling Thunder. He waits till the BKB ticks just a little long, jumps in, he gets on top of the IO, gets on top of the Slardar, crashing through all of them. And Nisha, he got the Strength Morph off. Before they got the
Dire's
initial
bottom
jump,
tower
he did get
has
that
fallen.
morph, turns and gets his BKB off, and then all of Secret can reset and get their spells. Such quick
Dire's
reactions.
bottom tower is under attack.
Now into the base, 40 seconds, no buyback on miCKe. He's not going to be here for this defense. See how hard Secret want to push it here. Still under, just saying, no real pressure to do so. You know, Secret's lineup that they are happy to sit back and take the safer route. But I don't feel like there's any rush with their heroes.
No, they just ruined, like, Boxi's game is now over, right? They know that. He's 0-7-7. He buys back when he's on his way toward his BKB. This man may never get the BKB because of that now.
How'd you like this?
And then Nisha,
Yeah,
Mage Slayer, yeah, I
Mage
figured you
Slayer.
could point that out. Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, a whole lot of agi, a whole lot of damage, and we're seeing already, you know, that the damage output from Liquid, it is lacking. I mean, you get a hit onto, I hear, you know, such as the Storm, who's so reliant on the spell damage to do the damage, and suddenly they're struggling even more to actually kill anyone. Even if there's a big steal from Taiga, he gets Eclipse, he gets hit by this Mage Slayer, and suddenly it's just not a threat to you.
And he can apply it to almost everybody. If he turns into Willow, you can just peep, 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 hit each target once. A little hard, obviously, but he could do it theoretically.
No,
and it does just give him 20% magic resist flat.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really strong versus the Liquid team.
No, a very valuable item to have in his inventory, just to sort of fill the slot up and make sure that the lead that he's at continues to be felt. 7-1 and 6. And a pretty clean game here, Nisha.
Boxi's been giving some space now. They're giving him all the farm on the map to finish this BKB. And he's very close to it. So at least he'll have a tool to be able to match some of that Rolling Thunder aggression, as he can actually stay in the middle of the fight with this. It's very close to finishing it, and they will have, yeah, the triple BKBs. So we'll see what they can do with that, as they are in quite a big deficit now. And we're seeing the next item is already being prepared for Secret, where, you know, those BKBs are coming out. Matu now is pretty much has
Radiant's
butterfly, so
bottom
more
tower
physical
is under
damage. He's
attack.
going for a mixed build. Zai's having fun.
Have a musical one here.
Nisha has BD in the bottle.
Oh, hang on, iNSaNiA. Are they gonna be able to do anything to bail him out? Almost like Secret don't want to chase him down iNSaNiA right now. They don't have the greatest of vision over there.
And the butterfly gets delivered to Matu. Looks like they're going to back up and look for a smoke play, as the bounty runes are coming out in about 10 seconds. Liquid also
Radiant
smoking.
are scanning.
See if they can get the
This
jump.
is gonna be a tough clash
It's
for Liquid.
hard for Liquid, yeah. Each time we've seen, you know, they're able to make the jump, but not always able to take down the hero before Secret kicks back.
Guy sends his courier to scout.
Oh, that's a good job. Boxy's in onto the two supports with the clutch, takes down two of them. That's pretty much the best way Liquid could hope to start a fight right now. Immediately eliminating the two supports. Can they do anything more with it though? They're gonna back away. It was a clean two kills, but still, yeah, without any information on the high ground, that they don't want to go blindly chasing the cause quite yet.
2 BKBs on cooldown as well. These are the 3 risky ones where you don't have your BKBs up that you will just die. And they actually have to back away. He's actually just gonna Nisha is gonna
You know, if your BKB's on cooldown, you're dead. You are dead to this morph.
So you get for taking his outpost. Matu setting up for qojqva. He has the Eclipse. Doesn't get the initial loose.
I mean, that was a little ambitious there from Matthew. I don't know if his hope and sort of the qojqva's key was broken or something.
Maybe he thought he was 25 and he had the Lucent Beam mini stun, the Eclipse mini stun.
You know, he was just sending a message.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hey, mate, qojqva zip back to the base. You know, he's got to refuel. It's making space. Look at this. I mean,
so he's got it for the next fight anyway.
Yeah, qojqva was terrifying. He's like, my goodness, they're going on me.
Oh, Taiga with the Bedlam. Almost gets YapzOr there. Nice attempt. Now into Aegis, into Cheese, into Refresher Shard. Another hard fight for them. But if they can find the supports again like that, they can at least put themselves on a decent spot for the fight. Nisha just walking in.
I think you better run if you're Liquid. There's a very terrifying Morphling.
So we do also have miCKe hitting 25 now. So he has the talent, the attack tethered allies target.
No crazy hero though
under attack.
to go with, right?
No, but I actually want to see qojqva pick up his Ag Shard. I want to see the Electric Rave with the attack tethered allies. And just see these crazy Overlord charges
That's
and
true.
stuff like that.
That's going to be extra.
I think it has some small potential. It's usually you want to wait for your 25 on the Storm to be able to go for that. But I feel like they just need anything they can get. So maybe it's an option for just to enable miCKe a bit. qojqva.
Can't do anything. Can't.
Zai? Zai knows.
Wait, how does he know? Did they catch a glimpse of him through the trees? Did he could smell him? How did he know?
Did the Remnant expiring reveal something to them there?
It must have been right. That was. I mean, I know Zai's a pretty good gamer, but he just knew. I mean, they must have caught something there to go in straight away like Zai did there. That was. I mean, qojqva weren't expecting that at all. I think.
Haste.
They must have caught. I mean, they had. I don't know.
Maybe the sort of the expiration of the Remnant caused like a bit of a...
That's the only thing that I can think.
Because other than that, no, yeah, he was hidden behind the trees.
Yeah. And in the game, they find Taiga now split pushing. 2 heroes dead. Some really crazy map awareness this game from both sides. Last game in particular from Liquid with the Wolf scouting and just their overall map control, but that one... All right, Zai. Jesus.
qojqva was very much caught by surprise by that. As they're going in. They're going to have the Eclipse drop down. Forces iNSaNiA's borrowed time, forces them back. As they start beating into the tower, they'll get the fortification out of Liquid.
miCKe is constant AoE damage is annoying now. He has the Stormcrafter with his, with his spirits. He's doing a lot of damage just all around him in a way. Secret's damage is much more explosive. Nisha is always fishing for targets. Jump.
I remember the big zip. They try and go for Nisha, but follow there to Boxi's poke as they got to sit back and let this route go. Range route's got massive pop of the BKB here to commit. Follow the melee ranks as well. They'll start going on to Boxi. Got to put the BKB in run. Don't quite finish the melee rank. They're going to get the jump on Nisha. Nisha gets caught out. He's getting low, but the fear pushing them back, giving space for Nisha to shift into strength, as Nisha will be kept fine. They're able to get that Morphling out there, protect that Aegis for another push.
But if they want to smoke out and chase this though.
Boxi, can he get the jump? As he's in, onto Nisha, can they take him down the once they can? That's the Aegis gone. Clip's coming down, but these two rather tanky. They're able to wear it out, get off to the side. Matu moving in the wrap around with their second BKB is miCKe. Wants the BKB himself. The Stolen Fear pushing back side, but Matu and Nisha, they're still in on the front lines. Beating into miCKe and Boxi as Liquid, they've got to split. Got to get out of there. Taiga will get left behind. Rest of Liquid able to get to a safe distance. Let's hit that though. Boxi, he wants to go back in. He jumps straight in to get up to Nisha, but again, Nisha's got too much strength for them to burst through. qojqva's in, but qojqva's out of mana. He's dead. He's out for 80 seconds. He has got a buyback. But again, Liquid making the call there to try and jump back in and burst through Nisha a second time, but not nearly enough damage to bring down that morph before reaction came into play.
Now miCKe, stun, will connect, the shield's gonna be there.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
He came for here, melee racks, taken out. Secret now, 20k ahead. They're ready to swing round towards the bottom. Two waves pushing in towards the base of Liquid.
Tower is under attack.
The old Boxi, whoa. Smash goes there from Matumbaman.
And now miCKe.
Got the roots out. There's a lot of damage coming in. He's able to break away with the Stormcrafter. Now the buyback comes into play from qojqva. This is forward. Boxi trying to get the opening. They're another Puppey to be able to take down the Bane, but Boxi's out. He'll go down. Zai's in the rolling thunder. miCKe's BKB comes to an end. Zai's able to hold in position against the wall here with the stuns of the rolling thunder. A buyback from Boxi. They do have buyback available on miCKe, but Boxi, he falls back and dies immediately as Boxi's out. Getting his borrowed time soon to come to an end. The Zai's able to catch him with the swashbuckle, take him out as well. The stuns into the detention from the sentry. miCKe able to get back into the fountain. They do grab Zai's side. They're pulling him in with the vortex. Zai's going to get pulled into the fountain. Zai will die here. Liquid able to find something. But they lost the two sets of racks, and the rest of Secret are able to get out unharmed.
Look at the gold injection for Secret. Everyone has another item plus and another on top. 6,000, 7,000, everyone absolutely rich. And these fights, yeah, they're so hard. Boxi, as soon as those BKBs are down, they just all immediately start dying to all this AoE control, brambles all over the place, Nisha's damage going crazy, and Matu as well. They really have this no team fight, and you're just seeing it glaring every single time that Secret does look to just jump in and battle them. They have these little bits of poke damage and little bits of single target damage if they can catch one hero out in front, but there's no overall AoE damage. Secret just has way more of it and just way more farm now. This Morphling is an absolute beast. This Mage Slayer build actually working pretty nice. Just the magic resistance a couple of times now, really seeing the impact of it.
So tanky as well. Now adding on top of that this Satanic that he's got completed.
Yep.
Daedalus on
Also
Matu.
Matu, yeah, they're just
Leveler.
so many items.
At least for Liquid, but I say that they don't really have the best hero to use of that attack speed. What we're seeing from miCKe, he's dreaming at the rapier.
Okay. They just need it. They have no damage and they're just lacking so many things. qojqva just underfarmed significantly at this point. Reports. I think it can do like kind of anything they want. A 30,000 gold lead, full map control, Roshan 30 seconds. And they have actually just a sentry in the base. I thought it was an YapzOr for a second. But they're just gonna smoke right down to mid with all these new fresh, juicy items.
Radiant are scanning.
And Liquid's coming out of the base. Liquid, they're going to get the jump here onto Matumbaman. They open up with the crush. Have they got enough to chain lock him down, though? It doesn't look like they do, as Matu's able to pop the BKB. The fear will go down onto miCKe, but no, they're able to keep it safe. The sleep actually allows him to pop the BKB as miCKe's trying to stand his ground. qojqva's up on the cliff. miCKe's just taking too much damage here from Matu and Nisha, as miCKe's down for good, out of the game for 2 minutes. They'll get Taiga as well here. As Secret, they just pick them apart one by one. 3 dead on Liquid. It's game over. GG is called as Secret will take this game too. As this time round, it really did look ever so hard for Liquid ready to come back into this one. Secret, they go with this Lunamorph. The lane setup starts perfectly, and they were just never able to get the ball